Welcome to our school's 2030 HCD presentation on take-up learning approach. Now, do you remember the most shocking and saddest news in our education history? The 96.667 Kenyan health workers failed English reading tests on lucrative global jobs. Now, this news was not only shocking but also alarming. If it were you, what would you have done? Fellow contestants, contest judges, and the audience. I am Said Bayakombo, the senior teacher at Tomboya Boys Primary School, master facilitator on remote learning methodologies nationally. Tomboya Boys Primary School is a school strategically located in Mombasa County, which is a cosmopolitan and the second city of Kenya. The school has a population of about 700 students against 10 hard-working teachers. Learners come from more than 43 language groups. Some of the learners are street children. These learners mostly speak in Swahili language. The school has good infrastructure with electricity, a computer lab, and Wi-Fi installed and serviced by volunteer parents. Tomboya was the best school regionally in the last 2 consecutive academic years, despite many challenges, among them the student-teacher ratio. Now, what was our challenge? After doing analysis of the grade 3 term 1 assessment on 2021, we found out that literacy activities had been shockingly performed, but half of the class had performed below average. So we sought to find out where we missed the grade. And we saw that most of the learners could not read and comprehend. This negatively affects the holistic learning outcome. Remember, it was Barack Obama who once said that reading is the gateway skill that makes all other learning possible. So we came up with an idea, which is take-up. And take-up is a synergy of technology in team teaching, education community of practice, collaborative and conjunctive, place and play-based learning, peer teaching, and maximize parental involvement. And how will take-up solve the reading problem? One, through teachers' collaboration and parent support. Learners will access play-based readers using 3 key activities in learning reading skills. And these are hearing, seeing, and doing. Remember, Benjamin Franklin once said that tell me and I forget, teach me and I remember, but involve me and I learn. The big question now, how will take-up benefit our students? It will enhance communication and collaboration skills, and that will improve learner participation, it will improve knowledge retention, and finally, it will empower learners through digital literacy skills. Remember, we are not preparing our learners for a village job market contest, but we are preparing them for a global job market competition. John Dewey once said that if we teach today's students as we taught yesterday, then we rob them of their tomorrow. Now, we explored and we interviewed the teacher, we interviewed the pupils, and finally we interviewed the parents. Remember, the pupil here is our key stakeholder that we are focusing on. We saw that Madam Mailu, the grade 3 teacher, was struggling with helping learners to acquire skills in reading and comprehension, because there were so many mixed ability learners in her class with limited parental involvement. She needed a way to help each individual learner to fluently read and comprehend. What did we find out? We observed that parents do not support their children in reading and comprehension. And also, our hard-working grade 3 teacher, the usual methodology was overwhelmed by the many mixed ability learners. But most interesting, we found out that learners enjoy learning when at the playground and at the ICT room. Our top insight there was that learners feel extremely excited when actively engaged in playful activities with ICT integration. And it was Ignacio Estrada who said, now if a child can't learn the way we teach them, maybe we should teach them the way they learn. And that is why we came up with a methodology that will answer the three questions of our three stakeholders. That education community of practice for the teachers, self-guided interactive audio-visual text for our learners, and collaborative parental education ethics for the parents. And therefore, we created now our prototype for take-up. And we tested it. And after testing it, we found out that 75% of the parents, 80% of the teachers, 90% of our learners liked the idea. How do you go about it? We have an icon on your device. If you click on that icon, it will take you to a learning management platform where we have take-up reads, take-up songs, take-up play activities, and take-up phonics, and finally assignments sent by the teacher. But we also have the education community of practice, which interconnects teachers. And we also have place-based vocabulary, epoptis, anydays for connecting the teacher and the learners when they are at home, and parental annex for connecting the parents. This is because we want our learners to concentrate on vocabulary that is place-based, looking at our culture, religion, and our education system. Now, if you click on Take-Up Reads, it will take you to a place where you log in. The learner will log in with his credential, and then he will find the course reads. After that, the learner now will choose the story that he wants to read and the speed. And then finally, he will click a place where the device will read for the learner, and the learner will get the correct intonation. And then the learner will also read together with the device in mimicry. And finally, the learner will now read alone. Our resources, we had a budget of 102,000, and this budget is for the devices and peripherals, applications and connectivity, and for training the teachers and the parents. And among the devices, we already have tablets, projectors, and of course the parents have their phones, where the students can also access the readings. We are just looking for the laptop and the content access point sub. And most of the devices our government already supplied in our schools, the laptops and the tablets for the learners. So our short-term impact is that our learners will be able to fluently read and comprehend. Then our long-term impact is that we are going to have general improvement in our academic performance, then acquisition of 21st century skills, and finally realization of both qualitative and quantitative holistic learning outcomes. Remember, we once said that life isn't about waiting for the storm to pass, but it is about learning to dance in the rain. And here we are saying to our esteemed corporate, we are kindly requesting for more ideas to improve our take-up approach. We are also requesting for financial support to implement the idea, and finally for material devices. These are devices like the laptops and the tablets. With that, we are hopeful that our school Tomboya will successfully improve in academic and co-curricular performance, and our learners will confidently read and comprehend and realize the holistic learning outcomes. Thank you.